Hello everyone. This video is brought to you by Gia Online Education. In this video, we will learn about oxidation and reduction processes. So let us start the video. What are oxidation reactions and what are reduction reactions? Let us learn. Oxidation. It is a process in which oxygen or any electronegative element is added up or hydrogen or any electropositive element is removed. So here two definitions of oxidations are given. Now let us learn more about it by seeing these examples. In the first example, sulfur when reacts with oxygen it forms sulfur dioxide. So in this equation it is clearly seen that oxygen is added up to the sulfur. Hence, sulfur is oxidized. Now, let us look upon the second example. In the second example, H2S is added to I2 and Hi and sulfur are formed. So here, in the second example, oxygen is nowhere. So how do we know whether H2S is oxidized or reduced? So here, second definition is valid. That is, what is oxidation? It is a process in which hydrogen or any electropositive element is removed. So in the second equation, from sulfur, hydrogen is being removed. So we can say that sulfur is oxidized. So to sum up, we can learn oxidation is a process in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed. Now what is reduction? It is a process in which hydrogen or any electropositive element is added up or oxygen or any electronegative element is removed. So by definition, it is clear that reduction is just opposite of oxidation. Now let us look some examples. In first example, chlorine plus hydrogen gives HCl. What is happening here? Hydrogen is being added to the chlorine. So here chlorine is removed according to this definition. That reduction is a process in which hydrogen is added up. Now let us look second example. In second example, copper oxide plus hydrogen form copper and water. So here hydrogen is not added up to the copper oxide, but oxygen is removed from the copper oxide. So we can say that here copper oxide is being reduced. So what is reduction? It is a process in which hydrogen is added or oxygen is removed. Now let us learn more about the oxidation by this activity. Heat a china dish containing about 1 gram of copper powder. What do you observe? The surface of copper powder becomes coated with black copper oxide. Why has this black substance formed? This is because oxygen is added to copper and copper oxide is formed. So in this activity, copper is taken in a china dish and it is heated in presence of air. So what will happen? Copper being a metal will easily combines with the oxygen in the atmosphere and will form copper oxide. The color of the copper oxide is black. So this is the reason why we get a black substance after the heating of copper. So this is an example of oxidation of copper. So the overall chemical equation can be written as copper plus oxygen from atmosphere will form copper oxide. So this is an example of oxidation because oxygen is added to the copper here. Now if hydrogen gas is passed over this heated material, that is copper oxide, the black coating on the surface turns brown as the reverse reaction takes place and copper is obtained. So, in the second equation, that is a backward reaction, if copper oxide is treated with the hydrogen, what will happen? We will again get copper metal. So, here the copper oxide is reduced. So, we can easily say that oxidation and reduction both are the opposite process or forward or reverse reaction. If a substance gains oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be oxidized, and if a substance loses oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be reduced. Now, what is redox reactions? A chemical reaction in which one substance is oxidized and other is reduced. It is called redox reaction. All oxidation reduction reactions are redox reaction. So all the oxidation reduction reaction in which one part is being oxidized and other part is being reduced comes under redox reactions. In a chemical reaction, a substance get oxidized only when another substance is present which get reduced. For example, in this reaction, copper oxide when reacts with hydrogen forms copper and water. So here copper oxide is reduced. Why? Because copper oxide have released the oxygen and this released oxygen is being accepted by this hydrogen to form water. So here hydrogen is oxidized. So here it is written in the arrow copper oxide is reduced whereas hydrogen is oxidized. So here one substance is oxidizing agent and another substance is a reducing agent. Now let us learn more about these new terms. Oxidizing agent. It is a substance which in a oxidation gives up oxygen or any electronegative element. Or we can say that an oxidizing agent is an agent which accepts hydrogen or any electropositive element, or it accepts electron. So, in this equation, copper oxide which is reduced is an oxidizing agent. Why? Because it has given its oxygen. Now, what are reducing agents? It is that substance which in a reduction gives up hydrogen or any electropositive element. Or we can say that reducing agents accepts oxygen or any electronegative element, or they releases electrons. In a chemical reaction, oxidizing agent is reduced whereas reducing agent is oxidized. So in this reaction, copper oxide is giving its oxygen. So it is an oxidizing agent. Whereas hydrogen which is being oxidized is a reducing agent. Now let us learn more about the effects of oxidation. Corrosion is one of the most common effect of oxidation. So what is corrosion? It is a phenomena of oxidation of metals to form oxides. But why do metal get oxidized? Metals when comes in contact with air, moisture, acid bases, then what happens? Metals being reactive forms respective oxides and other components. This process is known as corrosion. So, the conversion of metal to its oxide is known as corrosion and it is the effect of oxidation. You must have observed that iron articles are shiny when new but get coated with reddish brown powder when they are exposed when left for some time. This process is commonly known as rusting of iron. Some other metal also get tarnished in this manner. So what are the causes of corrosion? The general cause of corrosion is oxidation. Why metal get oxidized? What is the reason? As metal are electropositive, they tend to lose electron and oxygen easily gains it and those oxides are formed. So here you can see that copper is coated with copper oxide whereas silver is coated with silver sulfide. How silver get corroded? Let us look. Silver react with the sulfur and sulfur compounds in the atmosphere. These sulfur compounds are produced due to industrial processes. So whenever silver comes in contact with sulfur compounds, it forms silver sulfide. Such processes makes silver tarnished. How do copper corrode? When copper metal is exposed to the environment, it reacts with oxygen in the atmosphere to form copper oxide. Copper dioxide is red in color, so it is the initial stage of corrosion. Slowly this copper oxide further oxidize and form copper oxide, and this is black in color. So in this way the copper get corroded. Rancidity. Rancidity is another effect of oxidation. It is basically the oxidation of food items. What is it? Let us learn. When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. This phenomena is known as rancidity. Usually, substances which prevent oxidation are added to food containing fats and oil. So, these substances which basically prevent the oxidation are known as antioxidants. Keeping food in airtight containers helps to slow down the oxidation. Why? Because in airtight condition, the entry of the oxygen is restricted. Packets of food items like chips are flushed with nitrogen, so these can be used after a long time. So, rancidity is a phenomena of oxidation of food and it can be removed or it can be prevented by adding antioxidants to the food packed food item. So here we come to the end of this chapter. Thank you.